What's up guys, it's Aleks Dayum. So today I am bringing you Friday's workout, which is going to be biceps and triceps. This is the 5th part in my series showing you my exact training routine. So the first proper exercise that we're going to do for the workout is alternating dumbbell curls. I like to do this while standing. Keep your elbows close to your body and really focus on bringing up the weight with your biceps. I like to go pretty heavy on this since it is the first exercise for the workout and I have a lot of energy, and the heavier I go, I seem to get more of a pump. But don't go too heavy to the point where you're just swinging the weight. If you're just swinging the weight, to be honest, there's really no point. You're not activating your biceps enough, you're not tearing them down, so they're not going to grow as much. You see a lot of guys that just swing and jerk while doing bicep curls. Really, that's not optimal for your gains. All it is ego lifting, so try to avoid that as much as possible. You want to make sure you got strict form, you're really isolating your biceps, and you're just moving the weight with your biceps and nothing else. So every single exercise that we do, the last set will always be a drop set. So you'll do a certain weight and then you'll drop it lower. So it's basically 2 sets in 1 set, if that makes any sense. So the next exercise for the workout is going to be bicep curls again, but it's going to be on a machine while sitting down. I really like this exercise. It really helps target and isolate your biceps. If you keep your elbow and your tricep against the padding and just move the weight with your biceps, you can get a really good pump, really good squeeze and stretch. It's going to tear a lot of muscle fibers, and that's going to help you grow and develop bigger biceps. For this one, a heavy weight isn't too necessary as long as your form is proper. So the main thing is you want to go as heavy as you can with the best form as possible. If you're sacrificing form for weight, it's not worth it. I want you to try out this workout and let me know how you go in the comment section below. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. Next up for the workout, we're going to do cable curls while standing. This is another really good exercise. I started doing it recently. Again, it's similar to the standing curls with the dumbbells. You got to make sure your elbow is nice and close to your body, and then as you're coming up, really focus on just using your bicep and keeping your elbow in place so that you're just moving the weight with your bicep. This is going to help target and isolate your bicep better and just help them babies grow. This one is pretty difficult, so you can't really go too heavy, which is okay because it's not always about how much weight you're pushing. It's about how you're targeting and isolating the muscle group, how much of a stretch you're getting, how much you're focusing on that contraction. So it's all about that mind-muscle connection. You really need to make sure you've established a connection between what you're thinking, what you're visualizing, and how you're moving your body. So every set that I'm doing, I'm thinking about the muscle group that I'm working itself. And as I'm stretching, I really focus on stretching those muscle fibers, coming down. The positive and negative parts of a movement are important. So the 4th exercise for biceps is going to be like a preacher curl. Any sort of variation that you do for this is fine. I like this machine because I just started using it recently, so I like to change things up. But you'll notice I like to do one arm at a time because I can focus better. And I don't actually grab the handle. You'll see I just put it Like I just lay the handle on top of my palm, and what this does is help me target and isolate my biceps better. When I grab it, I don't feel as good of a contraction. I just let the handle rest on top of my wrist. So now we're going to move on to triceps, and the first exercise we're going to do is straight bar pushdowns. This is probably my favorite exercise to start off with tricep workout with. I just really enjoy the movement. I can push a decent amount of weight, but I really feel that stretch and that squeeze, which is the most important part. For this one, you can go decently heavy, but again, make sure your form is as close to perfect as possible. So the next exercise is going to be overhead dumbbell extensions. I chose to do them standing this time to switch it up. Sometimes you can do it sitting down, sometimes you can do it standing up. It's good to switch it up like that. This is a really good exercise. Make sure you try to keep your elbows as close to your head as possible, and obviously try to not hit your head. So make sure you're focusing on that. So if you're swinging too much and not controlling the weight, you might actually hit your head, so make sure you watch out for that. You obviously don't want to injure yourself. And yeah, this one you can go decently heavy. You surprisingly have a lot of strength doing overhead extensions, so don't be afraid to go heavy, but again, make sure your form is good. And if you're only getting like 4 reps, don't bother, just drop the weight. Always try to aim for like 8 to 12 reps. So the next exercise is going to be easy bar Skullcrushers. I like to use an easy bar, I just feel it's a lot more comfortable. Yeah, it just feels a lot better than a straight bar. So by this point in the workout, I'm pretty fatigued. So I'm pretty low on energy. I can really feel like the lactic acid building up and my muscles are fatigued. So I really didn't go too heavy. I couldn't push heavy for this exercise because I was so fatigued. Make sure you're bringing the bar down all the way to your head and then coming all the way up to get a full-on contraction. Honestly, just drop the weight so you can get more reps and better form, because by this point your arms should be pretty cooked. Okay, so the last exercise for the workout is going to be dumbbell kickbacks. I like to do it like this on the bench. Gives me a lot of leverage. So this is an exercise that I see a lot of people avoiding, and I see a lot of guys talking shit about it on anyone that does it, like it's a women's exercise. Get the fuck out of here, to be honest, because I reckon the only reason they say that is because it's such a fucking hard exercise. Honestly, I can only do like 6 kilos on it, and a 6 kilo dumbbell is really light for me relative to other exercises. Usually I always do 8 kilos and above for different exercises and muscle groups. So yeah, try this exercise out. It's really fucking hard, and I think it's honestly the perfect finisher for triceps. So make sure you give it a shot. Honestly, it's really good. And make sure you're not swinging the weight. Pretend like your arm is on a hinge. Alright guys, so that is the end of the workout. Make sure you try it out at home and let me know how you go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and always remember to keep the pump.